Hello and welcome to the first goal of the season. Well, it's not goal of the season, it's goal of all time. And here is the first one. And it is Lee Lunchbox Tomlin in episode 1, game 1 of episode 1. This is a completely changed Bristol City team we're looking at the moment. But it was Bristol City's number 10, Big Lee Tomlin. The man capable of many, many lunches in one day. He was an incredible player. Not the fastest, not the hardest working, but he had a wand of a right foot. And he beautifully curled this one in. This was the introduction to the series. Ian Holloway's first game as a Bristol City manager. And Lee Tomlin started it off in some style. Second of all, well, we had to get this one in. It was a choice of two for Big Tammy, who scored an incredible number of goals in his career with Bristol City. But there was a couple to choose from. There was a mazy dribble that Abraham put together much later in the series. But I like this one. It's very early on. It's in episode 3. We were still getting to know Tammy, really. Now he's one of the best strikers in the world. And what I liked about this one, other than it's a back heel and other than it's Henry-esque, which is what I described it as, it's just his poacher's instinct. That's what sets Tammy Abraham apart and has done throughout this series. He just finds a way to score. Now, for the third goal, we had to get a Dicko one, and this is episode 7. Such an important striker for us, Dicko. We couldn't hold on to him. Had him on a loan, didn't end up buying him, and that may not even be his best goal. I couldn't really find a better one. But that shows a lot of what it was about. Raw pace. And he was really important to the building of this Bristol City side. Now this is an odd one and in many ways one of my favourites. Paddy Bamford, Paddy B, was he was a character who many like to make fun of, make light of. But that goal you cannot mess with. This one was in episode 8. He actually only lasted half a season at the club, Patrick Bamford. And he was a figure of fun. Nothing more than that for the Bristol City fans. But this goal, it's just, I mean, really, it might even be my favourite one. I'm not sure. Not least because it's Dicko setting it up, who could barely pass. But he lets it fall over the defender, over his head, and then just hits it so sweetly. It almost came in blind with the defender there. But that's just instinct. We knew he was a good goal scorer. He just didn't have anything else to him. Now this one, we had to get a Fred Friday goal in, Freaky Friday. There were some good ones. There were some nice ones. There was a good team goal that he was on the end of. But this one just shows his raw power and his directness. That's what we loved about Fred Friday. The strongest striker I think I've ever played with. And he could muscle anyone off the ball. And the way he spins the player here is really nice. And then he only has one thing in mind. He's off. And he hits this well. The long distance, sneaking past the Southampton goalkeeper. And what a goal that was. Big fan of that. Now this is a classic goal. I mean, this probably is my favourite. Nigel Robertha, in our first ever Champions League game for Bristol City, chipping the goalkeeper there. Audacious stuff from the young Dutchman, who's turned into probably the best striker in the world. But this is before he really came to power, came to be one of our star players, before his dramatic improvement. But absolutely gorgeous. The cut back in, just puts it perfectly over the keeper's head. Gorgeous. Now we had to have a KD goal in there. There were some pile drivers from our attacking midfielder. Easily the best player in our squad, but I think this just shows the dribbling, the close control that he has, and the power as well. KD turned into, definitely one of the top attacking midfielders in the world, and he's been instrumental in Bristol City's success. Now finally, it's a goal from the most recent episode that we had to add in. It's Angelino, the Archbishop of Banterbury. Oh, number 69, and you will not see a shot hit much more cleanly than that. So this poll is going out to the co-authors. They will get the deciding votes. But as always, all the commenters, you let me know which is your favourite goal, and I will add up the votes, and that will count to 1 vote in the co-author poll. And then by the time the next episode comes around on Monday, we'll have our goal of the series.